Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the huge cost of buying all and every single Black Ops 6 store bundle, as well as other very interesting information that has come out in the last week or so when it comes to such as the cost of making Call of Duty, the price points of the actual events we are getting in Call of Duty, and other various things when it comes to costs and microtransactions in Call of Duty and Black Ops 6 specifically. But today, we are going to talk about store bundles to begin with, and then, of course, we're going to talk about the cost of actually making Call of Duty, not specifically Black Ops 6, but some interesting information that came out about that. And then other various information, such as how much streamers are being paid to promote Call of Duty. Yes, that information has been coming to light as well. But let's start with the big one. How much do you guys think it costs? In COD points, we'll start off with. I want you guys to put it in the comments right now down below before I even tell you this number. How many COD points do you think it costs to buy every single store bundle here in Black Ops 6? Now, this doesn't account for things like Black Cell. This doesn't account for other various things. Just specifically store bundles in Black Ops 6. Because right now, I'm going to flash it on your screen. It costs 108,000 COD points, which is, yes, $800 or whatever price point is in your country, but $800 to buy all the bundles in Black Ops 6. And this information is tracked by a site called Stockpile Bundle Tracker. And 24 of the 56 are 2,400 COD points bundles or more, which means you have to spend $20 or more in order to earn, or in order to own that store bundle. That's insane. How long has Black Ops 6 been out for? About a couple of months, month and a bit. Not really the greatest game in the world at the moment. It's got many issues, but they are pumping them microtransactions in. And again, for a game that you have to pay $70 for at launch, I know some of you, of course, will be Call of Duty Warzone players, so it's not as bad for you guys, but still, in order to own every single bit of content and get the most out of Black Ops 6, and enjoy the many different blueprints, skins, you name it, you have to pay 108,000 COD points or $800 on a game that already costs $70 to play. That is absolutely insane, and I think most of this is just because the cost of a single store bundle is just through the roof. And this is just the start, right? Obviously, this is the start of the game. And I think this is going to get worse in this year's game, simply because we know Black Ops 6 has lost quite a few players since launch. And what they're going to do is probably put that price point onto us as players. I think Activision knows they're not going to get those players back from the Steam, that have gone from Steam, but obviously there are people who got the game through Game Pass, etc., PC Pass. We don't know how many people are actually playing through those new sources of being able to play Black Ops 6 this year, so the numbers might be a bit skewed. We might actually see that more people are playing through PC Pass, etc., because they wanted that instead, but that still means that people went out and bought, of course, Black Ops 6 through Steam for the full price and then ended up dropping the game already in January. But I feel like the price point's going to be put onto us as players. They're going to want to make as much money as possible. What they're going to do, the people who are left, the people who are still playing, are going to see an absolute ramp up in microtransactions in that. And this is a clear sign of that. We also just got this yesterday, so I'll just put this on your screen as well. They released the Call of Duty team packs, which is nothing new. It's $12 a piece. This is something that's happened every single year. I do believe the price point has gone up from not last year, but the year before. I believe these used to actually cost like $9 back in like MW2 and previous, but they are $12 now, have been for since last year, and they're not the most amazing skins in the world, but of course they're going to cash in on the fact that people like their favorite Call of Duty team. People are going to buy these, and it's a nice easy sale. They don't allow you to ever buy these with COD points because of course they want your hard-earned cash. They don't want people to be using their saved up COD points that you've probably saved up for years, through doing the battle passes, which you can no longer do, by the way. If you didn't know, you couldn't actually do that in this game. If you buy the battle pass every single season and only buy the battle pass, you used to be able to get 300 COD points for free every single season on top of the 1,100 or whatever it costs to earn and be able to buy the season pass again. You can no longer do that in this game. So you are never ever making any more COD points. Like the COD points I've got, I think I've saved up around 12,000, 13,000 through all the years of doing season passes for absolutely free. I will never ever earn any more Call of Duty points unless I spend money or choose to not buy the Battle Pass one season and earn the 300 COD points to give you for free. Which means if you try and play for free every single season, you're not even going to be able to earn these store bundles, which I think is a big problem in Call of Duty. That you cannot earn these store bundles. There is no way to really earn them. By the time you've saved up by getting 300 free COD points every single season, there isn't enough seasons really for you to be able to go and buy one of the top store bundles in Black Ops 6 if you wanted one in Black Ops 6. You'd have to save them for the next Call of Duty. I think that's absolutely insane. But on top of that, there's more interesting information that's come around when it comes to store bundles and stuff. Well, not store bundles, sorry, the cost and that. How much do you guys think it costs to make Call of Duty? This is some very interesting information that did come out because Activision had to put this out, I believe, for a lawsuit or something that they had to disclose this information. Now, it's not specifically Black Ops 6, but we can kind of gauge how much Call of Duty is actually, or Activision is spending to create Call of Duty. And some of these are very interesting. So I'm going to flash it on your screen right now. But here it is. Activision disclosed the cost to develop and sales of some Call of Duty titles. So Black Ops 3 cost $450 million to make and sold 43 million copies. Now, if that's at £60 a piece, of course, they definitely made their money back, right? MW 2019 cost $640 million to make, but only sold 41 million copies. So it costs more to make and develop, but sold less copies, which is very interesting. And then Black Ops Cold War cost $700 million, the most we've seen, to make sell 30 million copies. A massive drop off there. So it's not always a case of the more you spend to create a good game or try and make a good game, you're going to get that back. They definitely lost out of Cold War. They still obviously made bank. They still made profit, but they didn't make as much as Black Ops 3, which cost the least amount out of these to sell the most copies, which I think is very interesting. I think shows kind of the whole, you need to like put time and effort into making a game, and it's not so much throw money at the wall when you can just make a great game out of nothing. I found these numbers very interesting, but it shows they do spend a little bit of money, I guess, to make these games. You know, there is a fair price to that, but they're obviously, you take it at £60 a piece, someone do the math in the comments, but they're going to be making billions, right? Every single year, they are definitely making billions, even if the game doesn't sell as much as previous years. And who knows what that might be like now. Obviously, I believe Black Ops 6 was put down as one of the most sold Call of Duty's launch, or at least I know it's one of the most played, which could also add to the fact that it's probably one of the most sold or close to it from launch. They've made an extra billion or two this year as well. And it's absolutely insane to see that Call of Duty is throwing these types of, is throwing quite a lot of money to make these games, but is making a hefty amount from this. So then talking about throwing money at things, how much do you guys think some streamers have been getting to promote Call of Duty? Because yes, we know it happens. I'm not one of those people, by the way. I know I've had it before in my comments. Very few, very like, how to put it? Some people have called me a shill, and I'm not even partnered with Activision. I don't even think Activision know I exist, put it that way. But how much do you think people have been offered, or streamers specifically, content creators, to promote Call of Duty? Because there is an interesting post here from Charlie Intel showcasing, it's a clip, and you guys can go watch that clip. I'm not going to play it in this video, but Activision reportedly was offering some streamers $400,000 to stream Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 for 50 hours, right? 50 hours of work, which is what it's going to be classed as, right? Because content creating, I guess, is a job. It's fun for me, but it's considered a job, right? You got to pay tax on that, right? Of course. But Activision has offered streamers, supposedly, again, this is coming from the streamers themselves. They could be lying, I don't know, but they could be gassing these numbers as well. You know what some streamers do? They do it for, like, to be able to get clips and stuff. But I can't see this out of the realm, but I'd also wonder how this is a good cost to Activision. How would Activision make money from this? Like, would paying $400,000 to a streamer to stream Call of Duty MW 2019 for 50 hours really gain that many new people to buy and play the game that it's worth $400,000? If that's true, if that is absolutely true, that is insane. And I'd go crazy, right? I'd play 50 hours of any Call of Duty for 400,000. I don't blame these content creators if they did take that money. I'd jump at that, and I think anyone would, stream 50 hours of work for $400,000. That'd be it. I mean, that's crazy. But you guys let me know down below, what do you think about this? What do you think about the fact that the cost of all Black Ops 6 store bundles with COD points and, like, dollars wise and pounds wise, and just the money that Activision is throwing around when it comes to Call of Duty? I want you guys to let me know your opinion down in the comments down below, but let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.